In the last episode, we left you having spent a beautiful night in Nordkapp, Sweden. Join us today as we continue our journey to Nordkapp, driving through the beautiful landscapes of Sweden, Finland and Norway.
Good evening.
Hello.
This.
We've just seen a moose.
Well, two today. Kath saw one this morning. I didn't see it.
It'll be over the other side of the water, won't it?
Yeah.
We might see one again.
Just stood in a field next to us when we turned off the road. It's fantastic. And we're parked here tonight.
Not as many mozzies as last night.
No.
Goodness. There's an odd one.
But it's lovely. It's been a cracking day. We've done quite a few miles again.
Yes. We're on a mission now because I checked the weather forecast for Nordkapp, and after Monday, it's now Saturday, after Monday it's just going to rain for the whole week.
So we have a window, don't we?
Yeah, we're going to try and get there for tomorrow afternoon. We've got 456 miles to do.
Something like that, yeah.
So we reckon if we set off maybe 8ish, we can get
or
there
earlier.
or whatever. 4, 5, 6, depending on the traffic's good. It's the speed limits. You keep going down to 70 every time you come to a junction, so
yeah.
It really does slow you down, even though you're on a dual carriageway and there's no other traffic. It's great. So fingers crossed we're going to catch this weather window tomorrow afternoon and show you some lovely shots of Nordkapp.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's going to be raincoats.
I think it's time for an evening meal.
Yeah, I've got to eat, haven't we?
And a drink.
And more moose watching. Oh, and we also saw 3 reindeer as well.
Oh, we did?
Just up the road too.
Yeah, someone flashed us. So I knew there was something coming up. And they were just off the road, just below us. 3 of them just munching away, weren't they? Yeah. So that was cool as well. A good day.
See you tomorrow. Overcome with adrenaline and excitement, we just couldn't sleep. So we were up and off early the next morning. Good morning, world. We couldn't sleep this morning, so we got up. It's now 5 AM and we're just about to cross the Arctic Circle. Not the most glamorous looking Arctic Circle centre in the world. There's a huge pile of rubble there, but here we are, Arctic Circle. It's actually a very pleasant 9.5 degrees this morning. Continuing north, we ran parallel with the Torn River, which separates Finland from Sweden. Eventually, we turn right, heading east across the bridge and the river into Finland. After a wet and misty drive through Finland, we crossed into Norway. Motorhomes or camper vans, so it's busy up here with vans, but as I say, relatively speaking, really quiet. We've crossed from Sweden into Finland and we're now in Norway. And Finland gave us 3 reindeer, but still no moose yet this morning for us to catch a video of, but fingers crossed we will. Anyway, we'll catch up with you hopefully next stop at Nordkapp.
Hello, we have arrived at Nordkapp. I'm so excited.
It is 2 o'clock.
There it is.
On Sunday afternoon, and we left home in Yorkshire at 7 o'clock
Wednesday
on Wednesday evening. So we've done it in just short of 5 days.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good going, I
It's
think.
bonkers, really. We're absolutely knackered. We had an early start this morning, but we had this weather window, like we said, and we're here and it's gorgeous, isn't it?
It is.
Really chuffed to bits. So we're parked down there behind. There's quite a few motorhomes down there at the moment. I think we're going to stay here tonight. I don't think we're moving. We're not drive another inch. But this is the main information building. So we're going to go in there shortly. But we're just about to walk over to the actual point, which is there. So that is the main building, and we're just coming up to the point now. It's pretty epic. So here we are. We're stood on the north-facing pointer, looking out. Obviously, over there is just Svalbard and then the North Pole, which is about 1,300 miles away. So on the current distances that we're doing, we could do that in 3 days. Don't think we'll bother.
Spirit can't swim.
No. I think we're going for a coffee, so we're going to go inside. What an amazing day. It's really, really good actually coming as far as we can drive north, that's it. So the only way now is south to go back. Yeah, we're going to stay here for a while and explore around this area for a few weeks. Can't wait.
Very good.
Yeah. Morning.
Morning.
From Nordkapp. Are we glad we wazzed our way up here over the last few days, because outside this morning it is rather grey.
Can't even see the sea.
Can't see the sea at the moment. So we've just had breakfast and we are going to chill out today. We're going to go over to the main building over there and have a look at watch the film and have a look at the other bits and pieces. So I'll find out about this place a little bit more, and we'll take you around and show you what goes on. See you in a bit.
We've cracked out the extra layers already.
We have.
It is darn chilly out there.
It's Baltic, isn't it?
I know we're at the top of Europe, and I was like, it's September, it'll be fine. But no, it was 6 degrees when we went out last night to look at the Globe Monument in the dark, which was beautiful.
Yeah,
but it was only 6 degrees and it was blowing a hoolie. It was bitter, absolutely bitter. So we're a layer up today, and we've got rain to add to it as well, so it'll be great though.
Possible snow or sleet tomorrow. Excellent. This is why we come here.
This is the main entrance to the visitor centre. We've just had a really nice hot chocolate in the coffee shop. They do waffles. Didn't try the waffles today, but we might do later. So we had a hot chocolate and a blueberry muffin. But look at it, it's so pretty. And over there, there's a really, really sexy looking bar and restaurant. There's a bit of ambiguity about the opening times as well. I've looked on the internet and it says it opens at 11 because we're now out of season. We were in season yesterday, so to speak, and today we're out of season. So the opening times are 11 till 5. Looks like a coach has just arrived. It was actually very clearly open at 10 this morning. Anyway, this is the main atrium. Over there, through the window, you get a lovely view of the Globe Monument. But it's a little bit foggy. And as I say, there's suddenly a lot of people knocking about. To our left is the gift shop, which has got all things Nordkapp. If you want anything with Nordkapp on it, clearly this is the place to buy it. And then of course there's the post box, which has its own postmark. Right, let's nip down here. The main event of the visitor centre is below ground. So we've got -1 here. There are the toilets. And then -2. It's just like a little adverty area for the gift shop. But we'll whiz you down to -3. Which is where we watched the film earlier. So this corridor is the history of Nordkapp. This first model illustrates the original founding of Nordkapp, when the English ship, the Edward Bonaventure, sailed past Nordkapp in an attempt to find a new passage round to China. And this section shows the first tourist to Nordkapp. He was an Italian scientist and priest called Francesco Negri. He was from Ravenna in Italy. Along with that gentleman on the same trip was the King of Siam, as it was then, which we'll come to in a minute. This is when King Oscar II of Norway arrived, and this is thought to be the start of commercial tourism. He unveiled a granite monument which is outside, and as you can see from the model, all the tourists had to climb up from the boats, up the cliffs, which are 300 metres high, hence the ropes and the steps. I bet that was fun in that dress. And here is a beautiful little chapel. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's the world's northernmost chapel. Can actually get married here, which is lovely, isn't it? I'd marry you all over again. So here we come back to Siam. So there's a Thai museum here. I didn't quite understand this when I was reading the leaflet, but it became clear when you come downstairs and find that one of the kings of Siam, as it was back then, was one of the first tourists to come here. He was also the first Thai monarch to travel outside of the kingdom in peacetime. Apparently he was one of their favourite monarchs. Next we are entering the Cave of Lights, which is a 6-minute sound and light show about the seasons, and again it is just lovely, really nice.
Welcome to the Cave of Lights, an experience in light and sound that takes you on a journey through the 4 seasons at North Cape. We're covered by Cave of Lights.
I'll take you through here to the King's View, which I honestly wish we had found out about yesterday, because of course yesterday we had the most stunning blue skies and we could see for miles, and today you have absolutely stunning views of the fog. And as I say, we're now 3 stories down underneath, well, into the cliff. So this little section we're coming to now is all about the history of the North Cape Club. Anybody that's visited Nordkapp can join the North Cape Club for a fee, of which I don't know what it is yet. You get a gold certificate and an entry for the rest of your life for free, and all proceeds go towards preserving the nature and the infrastructure of the area.
Hello! I don't know if you can hear us because of the wind. It is quite chilly out here. So we're parked up there at Nordkapp, but contrary to popular belief, that is not the northernmost point. The northernmost point is just disappeared. Is that one there? You can walk to it. It's a 10-mile walk. Round trip. We don't have the window of dry weather to do that, unfortunately. So we're just coming to have a look at it. And we're also going over, it's only about a 15-minute walk to the top of Hornvika, which is the original point that people had to come from boat and climb up here to get to Nordkapp. And if the weather looks like it's holding, we're going to go down along the path that they used to come up and down to a little landing that they used to land at.
So Nordkapp is the point you can drive to, the most northernmost point you can drive to in Europe.
Yeah.
This one here, I can't remember the name of it, Cap.
Seems to be disappearing.
It's the most northern point that you can walk to.
Yeah.
And then, because we're on an island, it's not the most northern point in mainland Europe. That's another point that's 43 miles in that direction, and I can't remember the name of that one. You never know, we might get there.
And then there's Svalbard, which is slightly further north.
Which is not mainland Europe, that's another area, but you can't drive to it.
Nope, you cannot.
You can drive on it.
Super, let's go.
Whilst the weather was good, we took advantage and explored the North Cape Plateau. In June 1988, 7 boys and girls from as many countries on several continents converged on Nordkapp to create reliefs of clay with motifs reflecting their creativity and emotions. These children are called the Children of the Earth.
So we're now on the path where they used to come up from. So there's the path going down there. And it works its way down. And those down there are houses. Where the boats used to land, and they come up here in their massive dresses. The women that were. Nice.
You never know these days.
Back up here. Let's go. So here we are. This is where all the tourists used to land. And
1956.
Yeah.
When the road was built.
Then you've got to go, as we have now, back up here, up there, and it might not look it on the camera, but it is steep.
Well, as I said earlier, it's 300 metres apparently.
Yeah.
Cannot imagine how those people, particularly the ladies in the 1880s,
Managed with
got
the
up there with those dresses and shoes on.
zoom in. You can see the zigzaggy path going up there. But it's beautiful. I think we're about halfway up. Where's Kath gone? There she is. It's just stunning. We've been so lucky again today. Blue skies. It was raining this morning, but it's just beautiful. Unbelievable. We have arrived at the top, and it is time to start putting the layers back on. It's absolutely beautiful. It is bitterly cold up here, and we're on the leeward side down there. Very sheltered, no breeze at all. And now we're up here, of course, it's hitting us, but just look at that. Stunning. The following morning we woke to the first dusting of snow of the season. We'll end this video here. If you've liked it, please smash the like button and consider subscribing. Join us next time as we drive as far east as we can possibly go onto the beautiful island of Vardø.